Good morning. It's about 8 o'clock, and it has been a full week since my surgery. I spent most of yesterday, late afternoon, evening, sitting up working in my recliner. I got a lot of progress made that way. I was very happy to feel that muddiness in my head was already gone. But I may have worked a little too hard and overexerted myself. I was pretty uncomfortable last night. Another thing, speaking of discomfort, I accidentally pulled my port. I got it caught in the waistband of my pants. By the time I figured out, oh my gosh, what is this stabbing pain? It was too late. I'd already done some damage. Now the port is still in, but the black stitch is just wrapped around the port itself. It's about sticking out about an inch out of my side. I'll show you that now. The port area itself is pretty tender. So I get to call my doctor first thing this morning and just make sure it's okay. I don't know if it's on a good note or a bad note yet, but since that experience, my port's been draining at least 5 milliliters more than it was before that, like each time. So I don't know. Does that mean it got into a better spot? Does that mean I did damage? I'm not really sure. The discharge is still orange. So, I mean, it's not red again. It's not bright red like it was, or really thick red like it was before. It's still light and orange. And clots. So I hope it's still okay that way. I really don't want to hear from the doctor that I have to go back in and get it put back in, or something else with it later on. I just really hope to ride this out for the next few days until I can get it out for good. We'll see. Anyway, I was worried about that most of last night. So I didn't get a lot of sleep. I kept having to reposition. I would really like to just roll over on my right side, with the port, and especially after what I did to it, I don't dare. So, it wasn't a really great night's sleep. So we'll just deal with it as it comes. It's not bad enough yet to the point where I would start upping the ibuprofen again much. I might take an extra one this morning and this afternoon to just kind of tamp down the inflammation, but we'll see. Other than that, I still plan on hitting it with the lidocaine spray and just taking it easy. Working on the mobility, but nothing too hard. And we'll just hope that this heals like everything else, and it was just a bump in the road. So that being said, my left side is clearing up nicely. I will show you that. It's your morning butt check over here. And I don't feel much of anything, unless I'm sleeping at it all night, which I always did before that. So it's nothing bad. My pubic area is just fine. Okay, it's amazing, but it doesn't show any kind of bruising or anything at all. It's just got a couple little spots on it that kind of look like my tummy does. I'll show you that. So they just have a couple little bruises there and there. Nothing really bad. I still feel it pull. When I stand up, it takes me a minute to stretch out my muscles, and then I can walk and move around. I am walking completely upright. I'm not as fast as I was, but I can keep up. I even got out last night and went shopping with my husband, the only problems I had was I had to kind of put something in front of me to hide my port, because I was wearing a tighter pair of sweatpants than I normally do, and it did look like dude looks like a lady, but that's all right. Hey, if you're packing something like this in your pants, hey, that's something worth bragging about. It doesn't matter who you are. On my other side, though, is the one that I was concerned about. My bruising's not bad. I'll show you that. It's a little red, but it's clearing up. The port, though, is definitely looking red. Where's that? There we go. Yeah, and it's kind of achy. Not gonna lie, it's pretty uncomfortable. My belly button, on the other hand, is just itchy. Here, I'll show you that. Hope that's a good view. Maybe I'll get it. Let's see. Can I get it from here? So, I'm just keeping ointment on that and, cleaning it out with hydrogen peroxide and just keeping it clean and dry. I'm going to try that with my port here too, see if I could get a little comfort with that. Then I'm going to hit it with the lidocaine because lidocaine is my best friend right now. Other than that, there is a difference between just being uncomfortable and being in pain. Pain tolerance right now, 1 being what pain, 10 being oh my god, I'm probably about a 2 to a 3. The port hurts. It's not comfortable, and it is kind of painful. It's a little more tender than it has been the last couple days. It feels like if I'd slept on it for 8 hours and then just rolled off of it, but it's been feeling like that for a lot longer too. Other than that, a little achiness, the itchy feelings that kind of come and go, are what I notice most. But other than that, my mobility's better, my head's better. I'm going to go ahead and, if I feel up to it, I'm going to go ahead and try to drive myself out and pick up a curbside order I placed earlier. Curbsides are still awesome. If I could get somebody to bring my groceries or my shopping out to my car and I don't have to walk through a whole store right now with, packing my port here, that's a good thing. But other than that, I'm going to call the doctor and make sure that the port still looks okay. I actually got on Google last night and I tried to search for how much of a port is left in you while it's draining. And I tried wording it several different ways. All I could pull up was information about how long the port was going to stay in, which is, something we've already answered here. But I didn't get anything else as far as, let me know how much of this is, if a little more of it's sticking out than before, is that something to worry about or not? I ended up Googling what the port looked like, the entire port apparatus. Now, the end of this port here actually is a tube, and it's got like a square end with several holes in it. I am not seeing anything like that poking out of me. So I'm still pretty confident that I'm good to go. But, I'm still not a doctor. I don't have all the answers myself. And so I'm going to go ahead and take the doctor's word for it when I call him this morning. But still, cross your fingers for me. I really don't want to go back in there. Not until it's time to get this thing pulled out. But anyway, we shall see. My next step, I'm going to get the lidocaine spray on, get everything cleaned up, get dressed, and then take my medication and get to work a little bit before it's time for me to call the doctor. So I'll check in with you guys later on. See you later.